Proof that hard work pays off, and a success story you have to see.
Let's go make another pass. All right, Cycle Drag. Today we're going to take you behind the scenes. One of the biggest names in motorcycle drag racing is GMS. Gregg Dahl has the world's quickest and fastest Harley street tire bike. He's been in business 33 years. He's getting ready to move to a new shop. Why don't we see where it all began for Mr. Gregg Dahl?
From a humble beginning to the world's fastest street tire, Harley Davidson.
So, where does the quickest and fastest street tire Harley Davidson rider live, and what does he do in his spare time? Greg, how you doing?
Good.
You're relaxing on the porch with the kitty cat.
Yeah.
Who do we have here?
That's Butch. You remember Butch from over at the shop?
Yes, I do. Hello, Butch. How you doing? This is a beautiful place that you have here.
Thank you.
Where are we technically at?
We're in Hopwood, Pennsylvania, at the foot of the Summit Mountain.
This is an awesome place to live, that's for sure. Nice and peaceful up here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure lots of time for you to think about tune-ups and the other things that you need.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to be able to come home and get away from the fray.
Amen.
You know?
Well, congratulations on 33 years in business. You're getting ready to
Thanks.
move your shop. I understand
Yeah.
you're going to give me a little tour, and we're going to see where you started.
Yeah, we got a couple places up the road here where we started in Hopwood, and then we're going to show you the new place, and we'll currently where we are and everything else. So let's do that.
Let's check it out.
All right.
Our first stop is Gregg's very first shop, and kids, this just goes to show dreams come true. From humble beginnings to the world's quickest and fastest Harley Davidson street tire racer.
It's all closed up now. We used to go in there, and then there was an office here, and then from this door down to about that boarded up window and 10 feet out, that's what I had.
Wow, so this is where it all began in 1989.
1989, this is where I started.
And I heard you say you just had a few tools and a table, right?
I had a Van Norman boring bar, a valve grinder and seat grinder kit, and some small tools, and a box of, just a toolbox with a deck on top of it to work on. And we did shovel head and pan head and Sportster stuff, and then I also did a lot of automotive, which we got into heavy in later years for a while. But this is where we started.
That's awesome.
This was my Uncle Paul's garage. He was here since 1950. And then he died about 10 years ago, and he was still working here when he died, so he had about 65 years in.
Hard work pays off, kids. This is how he started. Look at how far he's come. We have found another oasis. And Greg, we have found your dad. My first time meeting your father. Nice to meet you, sir. I was just saying the apple doesn't fall far from the tree because I see you're a motorhead as well. We got to see shop number 2.
There's an old GMS sticker on that. Put that other door up.
Very cool shop. So, Greg, we fast forward to 92. You're now 28 years old, and you come to work here working on funny cars, everything.
Pro mod cars. Actually, a friend of mine, Ted Smith, had a pro mod car, and he was doing all his own work. And he needed a little bit of help, like just touching up the heads and stuff like that. And I had a machine shop in this little building. And that's when I started going racing with Teddy Smith, and that was my first exposure to actually working on a pro crew at a national event. And then we actually did a lot of that work here.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Were you starting to get to the point where you realized you could do this for your entire career? You were finding success?
Yeah. I was working at Hillman Barge as a fitter and a layout guy and a welder and all that kind of stuff from 88 to about 92 when I moved in here. And I didn't have time to go to work no more. I had too much going on, so I had to quit my job, and this is where I worked till 96 when I went in and got my first commercial building. I got to say, though, I did, from the first time I opened up down in the building below that we just seen, that I got a tax number and a federal ID number. I did everything on the books ever since I started. So.
Well, that's awesome. And this is this common story for many when their side hustle becomes so busy that becomes their primary career. And
yeah,
here we are. And I love this. Thank you, Dad, for letting him use this shop for so many years. But now you said you got room for your wood?
Well, yeah, but it was his. He built it.
That's awesome.
And then I ended up with it.
You ended up with it. Now we got all those high-performance vehicles out of there. We got a place to store the wood.
There's not too many lawn sheds with a 200 amp panel in them.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, you can tell something special was going on over here.
That was our first sticker.
First sticker. That's an achievement. Wow.
Yep.
Look
And
at
there was
some
the
of these.
second one right there.
How about that?
Yep.
Very cool. What do we have in here?
Well, we have a 1914 Model T Ford I've had for 52 years.
Oh, gorgeous.
And this is a 32 Ford Street Rod.
Look out.
That's built Ford Tough with Chevy stuff.
I love that.
And a 66 Chevy Impala Super Sport.
Oh, very cool.
Original car, never been a part or nothing.
Okay.
And over here in the front is a 28 Ford Phaeton.
Oh my gosh.
And this is a 1930 Ford Model A.
What a collection. I didn't know we were going to see this. Did you ever let Gregg drive these?
Oh yeah.
How about as a young boy? Was he allowed to drive these?
Well, selectively.
Selectively. Were you a good kid, Gregg? Did you listen to him?
Oh, all the time.
That's good. I'm sure you learned a lot from this fine man,
yeah.
huh? Very cool.
Yep.
What do you think about how far your son has come with racing?
I'm so proud of him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He
Well,
has really went far.
I'm sure you had a big impact and you were responsible for a lot of that. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
And man, what a collection. This is too cool. Thank you for showing me.
You might want to get a shot of the engine. It has air conditioning, power windows, power trunk lid, Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Gregg, shop number 3, 96 to 03.
Yeah.
You were getting so big. What made you decide to leave your dad's property?
Well, things were starting to spread out, and we were getting busier, and I wanted to hire an employee, and that little place out there just wasn't big enough, and it was time that I got in a little more of a commercial location. So I moved over here, and a local property guy, Tim Mahoney, got us in here, and he fixed it up for us, and we were here from 96 to 03. Did a lot of race car engines here, a lot of top alcohol funny car stuff, and just, you know, a lot of little work for like Mountain Motor Pro Stock engines and Pro Mods. I mean, I wasn't building them from scratch, but we were freshening them up and fixing them and putting sleeves in them and that sort of thing.
Well, definitely.
There's still an MSD sticker on the mailbox.
Ha ha ha! How about
We haven't
that?
been here since 03.
Oh my gosh!
I had behind this door is an apartment right here, and it's just a little space behind that door. There was an apartment back in there, and I lived there. And in that little space behind that door, I had a Land and Sea engine dyno, and we had a couple trailer truck mufflers coming out the back of the building, and we were dynoing stock car engines in there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Come a long way. Now wait till you see our next stop, because GMS had exploded and Gregg was ready for a big step up. Wow, Gregg, we are now in downtown Uniontown. Things have certainly changed from your humble beginning. You've been here since 2003, 10,000 square feet. This place is massive. How did you end up taking the leap here?
We were over in that old place and doing pretty well. I needed to expand a little bit so we could get some bikes in the place. And this place became available, and we started in a small part of it. And as the years went on, we took on a couple more parts until we ended up with what we have today. But our time here is done. We're trying to get out of here and into the new place. And we're going to be out in Hopwood. We've got a little bit more room. We got a lot of property out there, and we got places to park, which has always been an issue here, especially during race weekends when we have customers coming through with rigs. So out there, you know, we've got plenty of parking, and just excited to own our own place.
Yeah, that's definitely a sign of success.
Yeah.
So congratulations on a remarkable run here.
Yep.
Well, we really have the brain trust of GMS now. Gregg Dahl and Damon Kuski, who is the man when it comes to tuning, picking up the phone. Look, he's a busy man for sure. Well, guys, we might as well get it out because the phone's ringing off the hook. We got a big announcement, big news. Tell me about it.
Just drop that call.
Okay, call dropped.
You guys are busy. Let's go. Look, somebody else.
Hold on, let's do this again.
All right, the brain trust of GMS, Gregg Dahl, Damon Kuski, who has been here for a long time now. What a reputation you've developed, Damon, as one of the smartest guys out there on the dyno with the ECUs. And I understand, Gregg, we have a big announcement, don't we?
Yeah, it's a big announcement. We're pretty excited. Going into this new property, I'm bringing Damon in as a partner in our new LLC to manage the property for GMS. And also he's going to be assuming a small partnership in GMS as well. So he's coming in as part of my ownership and management team. So he's my partner. And this has been in the works for a couple of years now. And we've been stockpiling resources and looking for property, and this move has been in the works for quite a while. Although we have been forced to make this move as of late, we were prepared for it, and we just had to pull the trigger, and that's what we did. So Damon's going to be a full partner in the property and a partner in GMS as well, and we're going to continue like Holman and Moody.
I don't get the reference. I might be too young, but explain that one to me. Where is that reference from?
Holman and Moody, the famous NASCAR team.
Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. Now it rings a bell. Now it brings a little bit before my time.
Yeah.
If you said Gordon or Jimmy Johnson, I would have known what you're talking about. But anyhow, hey, big congratulations to you. Hard work pays off.
It does. You know, it's like Greg said, we've been here a while together, working together. In addition to the working relationship we've developed, you know, we've also become very good friends. And, you know, I'm honored to be partners with Greg. And this is a big step forward, not just for the business, but for me personally in my life. And very grateful for it and very hopeful for the future. I think it's going to be a fantastic thing for both of us.
Well, I'm very happy for you guys, and what I think is cool is we're here in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Sometimes you never know where the best speed shops are, right? Not everybody's in Indy. Not everybody's in Charlotte. You guys are here right on the Pennsylvania, West Virginia line, and you have the world's quickest street tire Harley Davidson. So what can we expect moving forward? Are there more projects? We know you're starting to get involved in nitro a little bit.
Yeah, we got some stuff going on in the nitro world. That's gonna show its head here probably next year. We're pushing the Pro Street program forward with the Harleys. I think we haven't even scratched the surface of what those bikes will do yet. So we're working on engine components right now to allow us to push those engines harder. We have the power, but we almost have to keep it reined in to keep from breaking engines. So we do have that problem solved. I'm just waiting on the new parts to become coming in so we can start assembling new engines. And next year there's going to be a lot of performance increase we're working on. So
well, sky is the limit. And again, congratulations. Damon, the only bad news, I hope this doesn't mean if any of those engines blow up, you now have to pay for some of them as an owner. But
it all comes with the territory.
it all makes you even more careful on the tuning, right?
This is true. I might look at it a little bit extra close. It's fun when you can just throw everything at it and see what happens. But we both have the same attitude. To be honest with you, we're going to do things exactly the same way. It'll be no different, and that's why
nothing's going to change.
This building is just massive. Look at the basement, and you can tell it's moving time, Greg, because you're all cleaned out, ready to go. This used to be
getting done.
It used to be packed down here, right?
Yeah, it was full. You know, there was takeoff parts and wheels and old tools and some small machines we didn't use anymore, and just tons of stuff. It was clear full. You couldn't hardly walk down here. So, but we got this all cleaned out. And then if you go upstairs, Cycle Drag's been in my office area before.
Yes, we have been up here. Last time we were up here, it was filled with motorcycles and parts, and that's it. Is it bittersweet at all? Are you sad to leave?
No, we're ready to go.
Ready for the next step.
We're glad to get out. I'm excited to be out in the country and, you know, have a little bit of property and also to have ownership.
That's great. That is a big step up.
You know, we really don't talk a whole lot about where we were going to go and how we were going to do it, but this move was set in place quite a while ago, and just some recent events kind of moved up the schedule a little bit, but we're good with it. It's going to be fine.
Very cool.
So, yeah, this used to be my race room where we put our personal bikes together. This was my office.
All ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready for the next chapter.
Yeah, we're working on the machine shop now, so we should be out of here in a couple of weeks.
Cross piece a little bit.
So, Damon has earned his place in this deal.
Yes,
so
he has.
we did it.
Go for the gusto. Well, congratulations, guys. Great story. We can't wait to see what's next for GMS. It is moving day here at GMS. So much work. Is this awesome or what? What a success story, guys. We told you, follow those dreams. Let's go check out this new shop. Look at this place. How about it? bigger than his last shop. 11,000 square feet. Oh, the potential here. Well, Gregg, I gotta say congratulations, because you have found another diamond here bigger than your last shop. This place looks like it's gonna be rocking and rolling.
Yeah, we're really excited. We got 2 acres out here. We got room to bring rigs in and spin them around. We got a nice commercial steel building that's all insulated and finished on the inside.
So much land here too, guys. Wait till you see around the back of the place. I think Gregg's got some pretty cool ideas. Look at the potential back here too, Gregg. I'm seeing parties back here, cookouts.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna do events. We're gonna have bike nights and maybe some car shows and hog roasting picnics and stuff like that back here.
This is what's
Especially
great.
when there's local races. There's my pumpkin patch right there.
That is so cool.
And especially when there's a race in the vicinity, we got plenty of room for people to bring the rigs in and drop down for a couple nights.
You better watch. You might have a full parking lot the way this thing goes.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. We're excited. We'll show you inside once we get the new shop set up. It's all being done right now.
I'd say you've come a little ways from your first humble shop that you showed us, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long road. It's been a long road, but just making this move, it makes you kind of think about all the little steps along the way and a lot of the people that's helped us. And I do want to say that when we were faced with making this move, that the business community in the Uniontown and surrounding areas has reached out to help us has been almost overwhelming. The greatest people around here, I mean, people in trucking, people in construction, people in real estate, some of the people in the local government, I mean, everybody reached out their hand and offered us assistance and stuff like that, and we were able to get this done without calling in too many favors, but just to have everybody reach out and offer their help is greatly appreciated.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to see this place rocking and rolling. We'll check back in very, very soon. I got a feeling there's gonna be a lot of fast motorcycles inside. I am so happy for Gregg, so happy for GMS, guys. Please join me in congratulating him down below in the comments. I know many of you are gonna have your motorcycle here. What a success story. Remember where he started, and here's where he's at now. Truly, truly awesome. Give this a share, and if there's anything fast motorcycles or American success stories or international success stories, we're in. Cycle Drag rolls on.